Welcome back. We are playing some more Modded for Greatness, and this is another session where I will be playing, the Firemind's deck versus another of his decks. So, if you don't know who Firemind is, I introduced him in the previous video I made, or in the video where I played. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Let's quickly find out. I was playing Be Reckless, that's what it's called. Alright, and this time around I'm going to show my allegiance to the Koga and the Iga, the ninja clans of Japan, because I am a huge ninja fan. I even used to train Bujinkan, which is kind of like the descendant school of one of the descendant schools of traditional ninja art and ninjutsu arts. And to be honest, most of the descendant schools actually were samurai based, but this is this is the closest thing we have to. Yeah, enough of that. Anyways, Night of the Ninja versus Time Travelers. I haven't played. I think I've played Night of the Ninja before, but I haven't played Time Travelers before. I think I need some more land. This Sensei's Divining Top. I might be fucking this up. I did the last time I played a deck with it in it, with that card in it. Distortion Strike. I like that I have an Ink Fathom Infiltrator, and I like that I have the Divining Top. Yeah. All right. Keep hand. Because I might be able to draw myself an island if I. Basically, just draw me a card right now. Maybe that was dumb, actually. Yeah, that was dumb. That's not how you're supposed to play it, I guess. I'm an idiot, but that should come as no surprise to the people who's watched my videos before. Alright, we have Rift Elemental. Remove a town counter from permanent you control or suspended card you own. Rift Elemental gets. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so this is a suspend deck. Hello, Sensei's Divining Top. Didn't know you were there. I might have to assassinate this fucker as soon as it swings in. Because this guy can't block, so he's sure to swing in with that guy. I'm pretty sure of it. Alright. Okie dokie. That's actually a pretty good ability. What do you have there? Time bug. Choose to target permanent. Choose target permanent you control or suspend a card you own. If that permanent or card has a time counter on it, you may remove a time counter from it and put another time counter. Wait. Remove a time counter from it and put another time counter on it. What is the purpose of that? Or put another. Okay, not and. All right. English, why are you failing me? Huh. Interesting. Yeah. I should get the Divining Top thing going. And since he doesn't have any suspend, yeah, let's start by swinging in. We need to do some damage here and get the Divining Top down. Use its first ability rather than its second ability first. I guess I shouldn't have laid a land either. Whoa, okay. Unblockable and Shroud, Ninja of the Deep Hours. Okay, so on top of its library, I do want. What do I want to draw? I don't need the swamp right now, so let's put that back. Let's put the swamp back. Alright, so in the same exact order. Great. Let's draw ourselves that. Okay. I'll take 2. I don't care. Do not care. What I do care about, however, is how do I get... Won't be able to kill that guy just yet, so... Really? Human ninja... Huh, interesting, but I can't play any of them, so I need the swamp here. Alright, hope I draw a fucking island next turn. Well, obviously I'm not gonna draw it next turn, but I hope I can divine my way into an island next turn, because this is kind of ridiculous. I might have to kill one of his creatures next turn just to make it uneven here. Especially this guy. But he hasn't played anything with suspense yet. Or suspense. With suspend yet. Oh, really? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Don't really need that too much. Deals combat and you may draw a card. I guess this, and this. And no need in playing its ability there, so I think I'm going to save the assassinate, because if he has a suspend spell during his turn, I can do some further damage and make him waste. Or maybe not actually, because that removes a time counter from a permanent. But he doesn't seem to have anything. It is tapped. Oh, it's a sorcery. Man, I'm an idiot. Man, I'm an idiot. Fuck it, let's just draw a card. For some reason, I can't grasp that stupid... with 3+1/+1 counters on it, if you didn't cast it from your hand. Oh. Dies exiled with 3 counters, time counters on it, and it gains suspend. Interesting. But that won't be relevant now, right? And that is... only time counters. Alright. Good enough. That'll work. That will work. Yeah. I have to play that. I have to look at... Oh, man. Alright, we need her. Wait. I can play her. Yeah. It's not necessary for me to draw that right now, but fuck it. Let's level the playing field just a little bit, because he will only be able to swing in for 2 unless he has tricks or stuff or creatures or whatever. And if I play the leash, the leash next turn, then that will make me able to swing in for 4. It's not the most exciting match because it's pretty straightforward. I can see that. What is that? What is that? What is that? Suspend 3. Oh, you can suspend it, or you... Okay. Fuck. That sucks. That sucks. I need this more than ever. Alright. So at least I have a blocker now. And I don't want to kill... I'd rather want to kill that, but now he doesn't want to swing in with the insect here. I'm pretty sure he do want to swing in with that. No? That would give him another... That's a little stupid, in my opinion. Anyways, let's look at some... Really? Haha, that's awesome, huh? That is great. Oh. No fucking islands. Great. Perfect. This, and this. I guess make our way through the deck. And there's nothing else to play, so I might as well just lay this and that. Next turn I will be able to protect my leash. My leash. Wow, this is really a silly game. Or a silly matchup here. So when it dies... Maybe I should save the assassinate for then. Oh yeah, I'm at 9, he's at 10, he will be at 8. Whoa, 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 what is that? What is that? He plays it for its full cost, okay. Yeah, that's a little annoying, not gonna lie. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, wow, will you look at that? Will you look at that? What have I done to deserve it? Okay, so... yeah. So this makes it so that he won't swing in with the other two, but he will swing in with the 4/4, and that means that I can attack or kill it next turn. You may draw a card. What is best? Creatures are flying. No, I'd rather ninjutsu that. Let's just play this. And then... Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. So he will bring me down to 5 unless he has more tricks. He has 1 card in hand. Oh, and that 1 card is what? Oh. Yeah, don't care. I mean, it's good and all, but it doesn't really serve a purpose. And if that was what it took for him to go down to 0 cards in hand, so I know what he's playing, then fine. I really don't care at all. There we go. Alright, swing in with both, I think. Wait, let's start by assassinating his creature here. Maybe check out... Yeah, check out what we draw here. Ooh, another island. That's not bad. Maybe I should get that. Maybe I should get that. Can I play it the same turn? Maybe I can. I can't play the Dimir Infiltrator, so I don't need to draw that right now. Alright, this guy... Wait. Yeah, as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's still a ninja in addition to its other types. Could make another leash, which wouldn't be bad. So maybe this guy, and an island. And then get myself that island. And... swing in. He'll only have 1 creature there. Yep. Okay. And I should be able to ninjutsu this guy. Yeah, I don't need to do all that damage anyway. So he loses that. Or I bounce that. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. And yeah, alright. Okay. Yes, I've looked at it. It's very, very pretty. Wait. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Exile reality stroke with 3 time counters on it. Alright. That's a little annoying. But it's not the end of the world, so... Sensei's Divining Top. Play it. Yeah. Let's see if we can do this right. Don't need the extra island. Well, the extra island would be nice, but I don't need it right now. I like this. And, well, that means that I can't fucking play that. Damn it. But what I can do is... Distortion Strike. So I get to do 3 points of damage this turn and bounce his guy. Nice. I'm really liking this ninja deck. It's very tricksy. Yeah. Get back over there. Suspended cards. Yeah, they're very pretty. And I can bounce this when it comes back. That's fucking amazing. That is really, really good. So that makes it very difficult for him to actually do anything about my board position now. He has no cards in hand. All his stuff is suspended. Cast Exile spell, and we'll give this guy Distortion Strike. Obviously. Yeah. Why not? Maybe... Let's just check what we have at our disposal here. Oh. Huh. Yeah. Actually, the Infiltrator would become huge, and it's unblockable, so that's not bad at all. Island, Infiltrator. Here we go. I wouldn't be able to play it this turn, though, so that's a little stupid. I would be able to play it, but I'd rather play this guy and make it turn it into another leash here. Fairy Knight Ninja. How do you like that? So I should actually be winning this turn. Yeah. He doesn't have any other tricks, and that will be that. Let's see what time it is. I don't think I will play another game because I think this game was drawn out enough. But and I guess I pretty much exemplified what this deck is about and somewhat what the other deck is about. So let's just check it out in the deck manager. So you have 72 cards here. 2 Cloud Sprites, which is evasion early, I guess. You have 1 Distortion Strike. Oh, I thought you would be running more. It's a good card, though, in this deck. Sensei's Divining Top, you pretty much saw how it got me from point A to B. It made the somewhat boring match up into... it tilted it in my favor because I got to choose which cards I wanted to run. More evasion with the Tormented Soul here. You have 2 Baleful Strix, which I guess is a nice way of warding off your opponent's creatures early game. Plus, it draws you cards when it dies, so that's good. You have 2 Dimir Infiltrators, which works really well with the Glenelendra leash because it becomes a 3/5 when she's down. Plus, it's unblockable, and if you don't want it, you can transmute it for a Baleful Strix or a an Executioner's Hood, which gives your creature evasion. Ink Fathom Infiltrator. Inkfathom Witch. Each unblocked creature becomes 4/1 until end of turn. That's really nice. Really, really nice in this deck. Looter Core, Il Core as well. You could do that. Or Skull Snatcher, which is a rat ninja. Also with ninjutsu, whenever Skull Snatcher deals combat damage to a player, exile up to 2 target cards from that player's graveyard. It's very specific. It's very sideboardable. It's not necessarily useful all the time, but definitely works. It is permanent, right? Yeah, good. Umezawa's Jite. Whenever equipped creature deals damage, put 2 charge counters on Umezawa's Jite. Jite are, by the way, these two, where it only has one hilt on the side, or whatever it's called. If it has 2, one on each side, it's called a sai. Enough of those lessons with multi. Anyways, remove a charge counter from Umezawa's Jite, choose one. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, or target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn, and you gain 2 life. So that's a nice little card there. You have 2 assassinates. You have a Dimir Doppelganger, which is awesome. Exile target creature card from a graveyard, and Dimir Doppelganger becomes a copy of that card and gains this ability. Very nice. Mistblade Shinobi, we saw that in action. Very, very nice way of tying your opponent's side down. It kind of reminds me of, in a way, these ninjutsu creatures reminds me a little bit of the Cypher cards, because they're very like the ninjas from the Kamigawa block are very Dimir-like in a sense. Quit to Spike. I don't know what that is about. 3 cost. Equipped creature has Death Touch. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half of his life. Has half of his or her life rounded up. Ew, that's nasty. That is nasty. Trespassing Soul Eater. Trespassing Soul Eater is unblockable this turn. Okay. Whisper Silk Cloak, more evasion. Frozen Ether, targets, artifacts, creatures, and lands your opponent control enters the battlefield tapped. Alright, a nice way of slowing your opponent down. You actually have 2 Glenelendra Leash, that is nice. 2 Ninja of the Deep Hours, 4 cost with 2 cost ninjutsu. Whenever Ninja of the Deep Hours deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Very nice. And here's the Sakashima's student, which is basically a clone on a stick, or the clone is a stick on its own. So it's basically a clone that has ninjutsu. Very nice. Wonder. 4 cost 2/2 flying, and as long as it's in your graveyard and you control an island, creatures you control have flying. That's very cool. Another way of giving all your creatures another level of evasion. Gaslord of the Fugue. I think it's pronounced Fugue. Fugue. Yeah, something like that. Gaslord of the Fugue. Somebody told me how to pronounce it, and I sort of remember it, so sort of forgot it. Is a really cool card. It's one of my favorite cards ever in these 2 colors. 5 cost 4/4 unblockable. When it deals combat damage to a player, that player reveals his or her hand. You choose a card from it. That player exiles that card. I love it. Higure, the Still Wind, is a 5 cost 3/4 with 4 cost ninjutsu, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you may search your library for a ninja card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you do, shuffle your library. Plus, you make other ninja cards, or you make ninja cards, ninja creatures unblockable. So that is very very cool. Okiba Gang Shinobi is a 5 cost with a 4 cost ninjutsu, and when it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards 2 cards. 3/2. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Throat Slitter is a 5 cost, 3 cost ninjutsu. When Throat Slitter deals combat damage to a player, destroy target non-black creature that that player controls, and it's a 2 cost. So that's also very cool. It's a 2/2. Anyways, if you guys didn't notice what ninjutsu does, if that kind of slip past your attention, or slip past you while I was playing the game, what it basically does, if if you get in there with a creature, if it's unblocked and you're about to do combat damage, you can choose to cast this creature for its ninjutsu cost, and the creature that gets in is bounced back to your hand, and instead this the ninjutsu creature gets in and does damage. It's a very, very nice, a very tricky way of playing, and if your opponent knows that you're playing ninjutsu creatures, he won't know when or what to block, and it will make him kind of uneasy about the whole situation, and kind of force him into thinking at a whole different meta level that might screw up his game plan. So that's very nice. You have 3 of the throat slitters, so that's wow, that's nice removal. And another really cool card here, Ink Eyes, Servant of Oni, is a 6 cost, 5 cost ninjutsu, and she has a huge cleavage for a rat, by the way. Whenever Ink Eye, Servant of Oni, deals Oni. Oni is a demon, by the way. Deals combat damage to a player. You may put target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. And it regenerates. It's a 5/4. That is not to be messed with. Wow. And you have Vela the Nightclad. Never seen this card before. 6 cost, 4/4 with Intimidate. Other creatures you control have Intimidate. Wow! Other creatures you control have Intimidate. Nice. Whenever Vela the Nightclad or another creature you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. What? What? That is too good. That is too good. Wow, she's good, and she's only like, I'm saying only because everything is sort of, you can see the mana curve is very smooth in this deck, but that is pretty cheap, and it's a very creature heavy deck, very creature heavy deck. So yeah, definitely a great deck. I like it. Let's quickly take a look at the other deck. There we go. Let's see. Sunburst. Nope. Time Travelers. Whoop. Here we go. So this is basically a suspend deck. 75 cards. You see a lot of late drops here, but that's probably because they all have suspend, which makes you able to drop them earlier. So Ancestral Vision is basically like Ancestral Recall, except that you can't play it except for suspended, and that means that you play it for 1, just like Ancestral Recall, but you have to wait 4 turns. So makes it a little bit more fair, I think. Evolving Wilds, Wheel of Fate here. It has suspend 4. It is like Wheel of Fate basically, which is a 2 cost sorcery that makes every player or each player discard his or her hand and then draw 7 cards. Very powerful card in some combos, but this one has suspend 4. Flatterstorm. Yeah, I can't wait to get flattered all day long. Flusterstorm, 1 cost. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 and has Storm. Wow. So basically, what does this mean? It means that Storm is basically that you copy this spell for each time that you played a spell before this during the same turn, or during the same step or phase, I guess. And that means if you play a lot of cheap spells, then this goes on the stack, and it becomes, you get to counter your opponent's spells with more and more and more. And let's see if no, we don't have an explanation. I guess it's the amount of spells that you played, not the amount of spell that your opponent plays. Is it? Or every player played? I don't know. But at least if you played spells before this, your opponent, for example, plays removal, then you get to copy this, and it becomes more expensive because they have to both pay for the first, they don't have to pay for the first counterspell, then the next counterspell, etc. Pretty interesting and confusing effect. Then you have Crack and Hatchling, and that is obviously to to ward off your opponent, keep him at bay. You have Rift Elemental, which we saw in the game, obviously very good with the time counters because that makes the spells resolve quicker. Hypocrisite, maybe. It's 2 cost and basically you get it twice. It's kind of like Undying. It dies, then it comes back with three time counters on it, and after it resolves again, it becomes a 4/4 or a 1/1 with three time counters on, or 3+1/+1 counters on it. Pretty good. Here's another storm spell, 2 cost. It's a classic. This is what's used in many of the storm decks. Grape Shot deals 1 damage to target creature or player, and Storm makes it so that it is copied for every time you play the spell before it. So if you played a lot of spells before it, then you get to copy this spell a lot. So it's pretty interesting in that regard. You have 2 of them. Jorah's Time Bug. Basically what it does, if you play this and then you play this, then this one is not copied, but this one is copied, so you get to do 3 points of damage, but that's for 4. If you played something earlier than that, then you get to copy, for example, if you play one spell before, then you get to copy this twice and this 3 times. So that's 5 points of damage. So quickly you see that it becomes cumulative in a sense. Jorah's Time Bug, we saw that in game, and it definitely it's interesting. You can mess around with the time counters a little bit. You can put more time counters on your spells if you wanted to. If you want to be able to remove them with Rift Elemental and do more damage, so have some trickery there. Joira of the Gitu. Interesting name. Is a 3-cost blue-red legendary creature with 2/2, and for 2 you can exile non-land card from your hand, put 4 time counters on the exile cards, and if it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So you can basically turn any card into a suspend card. Interesting. Bolt Rift turned this card into a lightning bolt, basically, but it's a 3-cost normally, but it's a 1-cost with 1 suspend if you play it for its suspend cost. So interesting. Basically, you can cast this with a suspend cost, swing in, remove the time counter, make this a 3/1, and do 3 points of damage to an opponent's creature. So there you have it, combos en masse. Arcblade deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Exile Arcblade with 3 time counters on it. Yeah. Really? I thought only if you play. I don't know about this. It's not that interesting compared to Rift Bolt. Anyways, Ignite Memories. Target player reveals a card at random from his or her hand. Ignite Memories deals damage to that player equal to that card's converted mana cost. Whoa! And if you played anything before it, then you're in for a literal shitstorm. Almost literal shitstorm. Alright, so a 4/1 for 5 or a 4/1 for 1 with 4 suspend counters. It has first strike. Plunder is destroy target artifact or land. 5-cost or 2-cost with 4 suspend counters on it. Riftwing Cloudskate, 5-cost flying 2/2 when and it gets to bounce a permanent, not just a creature, to its owner's hand, or you can suspend it for 2 with 3 time counters on it. What do we have here? Shivan Meteor, what a name. Whoa. Deals 13 damage to target creature. That's completely nuts. It costs 5, which, wow, wow. That's insane. 13 damage. Good it's not target creature or player. That would be completely ridiculous. It has you can play it for its suspend cost, which is 3 mana, and it has 2 time counters. So yeah, that gives you a little bit of time to try to deal with that situation, even though it's difficult to do so. Party Dragon, 6-cost 4/4 flying. Party Dragon gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Suspend 2 for 2. So yeah, whenever an opponent casts a spell, if Party Dragon is suspended, that player may put a time counter on Party Dragon. Okay. All right, so it becomes a race against time with playing spells, basically. Because that is very cheap. That is very, very cheap. You basically, if you have no spells, if you're top decking and just getting mana flooded, that player gets to play this card for this dragon for 2, and and 2 turns later get a 4/4 with flying and fire breathing, insanity. Reality Strobe, 6 cost, return target permanent to its owner's hand. Exile Reality Strobe with 3 time counters on it. Suspend 3 and 3 cost. Yeah, alright. Interesting, I guess. Just a bounce spell. Errant Ephemeron, 7 cost, 4/4 with flying, or a 2 cost with 4 time counters on it. Interesting as well. Deep Sea Kraken, a 10 cost 6/6 that is unblockable, and it has suspend 9. That is 9 turns until you get it, and it's a 3 cost. When you play it for its suspend cost. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if Deep Sea Kraken is suspended, remove a time counter from it. Yeah. Wow. So you don't want to play too many spells unless you want a 6/6 unblockable down on the table. That's interesting. All right, you have 2 of those. So that is the Time Travelers deck. It's pretty interesting. I don't think it got a fair shot during the game that I showed, but it's definitely an interesting deck, that's for sure. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Multeyemeteor. This was the Firemind's decks. So yeah, check them out in the description if you like them. Later.